Greetings, this is Arudo Jambo. In this tutorial, we're going to create our own install of Joomla CMS for your own website. This is brought to you by JamboServices.com for all your programming needs, including custom Joomla development. So Joomla is a content management system. It's open source. It's created in PHP. So what a content management system is you can create, modify, and publish website content. So you can extend it. You could have, for example, an e-commerce site, a simple blog, or a simple shop, one page if you prefer. So Joomla can be downloaded from joomla.org. So I'm going to show you how to download and install it in two ways. One is on the command line, and one is on the graphically. So the command line is great if you have access to a server, for example, with SSH, which is now available on all the platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, of course. It's built in. So the requirements: you need an HTTP server. That could be Apache or Nginx. From their website, they say it also works with the Microsoft, I think it's called IS or IIS server. And then for the database, you need obviously MySQL, or is compatible, for example, MariaDB. And of course, it's compatible PHP MySQL extension. You can also use Postgres SQL, and obviously its PHP extension as well. Those are the only two types of databases that Joomla supports. And I have a code snippet here for you for if you want to run this in a command line, or you can also, if you're using some type of graphic where you can run custom commands, you can simply expand here for the MySQL commands to run. And this is the live stream. Okay, so let's head over to the Joomla website. So you see this is the homepage of the Joomla website, it's joomla.org. I'll put the links in the, at least under the description of the, either for this video, or it will definitely be there for the article. Just to go back quickly, so the article is on jambo.com/install-joomla-cms. So that one I'll definitely put in the description, and I'll put all the references to all these links under references. Okay, so this is the Joomla website, it's joomla.org. So you can simply you can read about Joomla, its benefits and features. So let's quickly go to the benefits and features. You see they have over 2 million. Nearly 2 million active websites, 9% of all known business websites, 6% of the CMS market worldwide, and 3% of the entire web. So that is not a small feat. So why would you use Joomla? Well, maybe you want something different. Or maybe you, as you see, it's very popular with small businesses, government, and nonprofits. I've actually had I had my own Joomla website a long time ago. However, I still maintain some for my clients. One is a nonprofit, and another one is just also some work to me. They were a business, small business. Both of them are still active to this day. Oh, sorry, there's also another business one. Is there was another business who was a cleaner. He also had a Joomla site. And there was another business, he does marketing globally, so they were running Joomla. And said if you, or maybe you want to learn how to maintain those websites, maybe create themes, or just do PHP custom extensions. So learning PHP. So that's the benefit of Joomla. The latest version of Joomla, time of this recording, is Joomla 5. So this is a Joomla 5 down here. One other problem Joomla had in the past is there were, especially in the 1 series, before I think 1.7, they were considered insecure because it took them too long to come up with the security updates, but I haven't had any issue with Joomla since around the 3 series, probably even 1.7 and up, because they took security more seriously. So there we go. Now to, for example, we go to download and extend up here in the menu. See what they have is you can download it, you can extend it. So let's quickly just look over the extensions. So one of the good things I do like about Joomla is that even from way back in the day, you were able to quickly do extensions right from the Joomla backend interface. That's one good thing. Like, so you can see here, you can this categories here, photos and images. Obviously, it's the most popular. So you can have slideshow, galleries, images, rotators, panorama, news display. This was very, very popular when I started using Joomla. And then you have the social, style and design. This say print and PDF. This was actually Joomla was very popular for this back in the day. One of the first to be. And then you have site management, SEO, and all this. Joomla was also one of the first to have pretty URL type stuff. Also back in the day, one of the content management systems. And see the view all. So there were way more. So there's Ecommerce. I believe it was called Virtual. Yeah, Virtual was the one that was popular back then, but they have other types of extensions to have e-commerce. You see your contact forms, feedback, offering content, and see the communication, chat, so many things, ad, vertical markets, marketing, searching and indexing. So they have a lot more here. So let's just go to the other one, which is the language packs. So you have different languages as well. So this is the language packs for, obviously, I speak English, so I don't have to worry. You can see here the versions. So you see there's version 4.0, 4 series, the 3 series, 2.5 series, 1.5 series. And so this one for 1.5 series, the support ended December 2012. So this is what I was trying to say, is like some people might still be running those old websites, hopefully not. That's a very long time ago. That's over more than a dozen years ago. So you could, if you become an expert in Joomla, you can help them migrate to the latest version. And you see this one 2.5 series. This one, the support ended on December 2014. And so as the time of this recording, the 3 series, 4 series, and the 5 series are still support. They're not end of life yet. So latest releases here. So all you can just go to downloads. If you see downloads here, and you can see all the releases, the 5 series, the 4 series, and these are the unsupported series. We'll just talk about these. You just go to latest release. That's the one I'm going for now. Actually, let's go back here and see the releases in the 5 series. So 5.2.5, that's the latest release at the time of this recording. And you can see there's 5.24, 5.3c, etc., etc. So this is the one you want. You can see you can read the release announcement, and you can see there's some security fixes, there's some bug fixes and improvements, and so forth as well. So let's again go to download and extend. Click downloads. So we come here, and we have a choice of you can download the full version, or you can just just download the upgrade packages. So I'll briefly explain what the difference is. When you download the full version, that means it comes with everything. But if you already have, for example, let's say I had 5.24, one version, or maybe 5.21. So instead of downloading this full version, what I would do is I would click here to the packages, and you see it says full package 5.25, and full package again, full package, and see it said update existing installation. So if you see the file size, this is the file size should be smaller. I don't know if the file size is actually Oh yeah, it is smaller. You see, this is slightly smaller. Then you have, oh, that's because of the zip file. I should have looked at the tar, and this other tar. So you can, you just download this specifically you need to upgrade. But let's go back here one more time and just go to downloads. And here we're going to download the full, it's going to be a zip file. That's fine, we can download the zip. So I'm going to download it there, that's fine, in my download folder. And see how long this will take. Okay, 2 minutes left. So while that's downloading, we can head over to the command line, and I'll show you how to create, because we're going to need a database username, and a database password, user password. So let's do that. So this is the folder that I'm going to extract. This is the jamboshow.local folder. So I'm gonna put it inside a folder here. So let's go open up the console here, and then I'll make this bigger. There we go, control. There we go. It's a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so be sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow for more frequent content. Just a quick reminder that every day I'll be hosting a live stream. Visit joomla.com for details. You can scroll down to the footer to see the different channels. Okay, so just type MySQL, the username, P, and type in the password. So I'm actually using MariaDB 10.11.10 and for Linux, but that doesn't matter. So what we do is we create database. Call the database Joomla. I hope I don't have one already. So create a database Joomla. So it's been created. Then I create a user database. And so we say user. The username will be Joomla at this is localhost identified by. So you put in your password in here. Obviously, don't just blindly copy this. Come up with a better password. But in this case, I'll just make it simple. Okay, so it's been created. And sometimes, especially in older databases, or if there's some type of restrictions, you always have to grant all privileges on Joomla to Joomla, that's the username, at localhost. See no error, then you do flush privileges. Okay, so we're done, and I can quit or exit here. There we go. So it says bye. Just putting this out of the way now. So this one has finished. Yeah, it's finished downloading. So that's great. Since it's finished downloading, what I'll do is I'll just where is the? Oh, here's where. So I'm gonna dump the. Actually, let's open this up in the. Okay, so I'll just drag it into here. Just cut it, paste it into here. Okay, so I need to unzip this, so you can just right click. Well, I promised to do it on the command line, okay, fine. But basically, you can just right click and you see, where's extract? Should be extract here. So I can click extract, but I'll do it on the command line here just for you. So, because I promise I'll do everything on the command line. So I say unzip, Joomla. So that's how you do it. Now, I didn't realize it didn't put it in a separate folder. I put everything here. So let me see if there's any hidden files. Okay, there's no hidden files. So that's one way to do it. I'm going to delete all these files except blog 1, blog 2, and CMS. Okay, oops, I have to undo. I select all of them. I leave this one alone, blog 1 and CMS, everything should be deleted. Yeah, there we go. So the other way is you can right click here and go to extract to. So select extract. And you see it created this folder here called this one, but let's rename this to Joomla. Okay, so we don't need this anymore, so we can simply just delete that. Okay, so this is the Joomla folder. Now, all you need to do, if you go inside, you see it has all these things here. So all we need to do really is just point to this, and I believe it will automatically install. However, before we do that, I just want to go here to PHPMyAdmin. If you go to databases, there should be a database called Joomla, and the one we created in the command line. So it's right here, see Joomla, and it's empty. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm also going to delete the user. So all I need to go back here, and I go to where's users, user accounts. So look for Joomla. That's under J here. So I click this, and you see I can export, I can, like it says, so what I can also do is I can revoke selected users. I can also drop all databases that have the same name as the user. So I'll click that. And so I click go. So it's going to remove that, it's here, so remove selected user. So it's going to remove that user and drop the database. So that's what I want. So I'll click OK. You about destroy the database, that's fine, the database was empty. So that user is gone. So for example, if I go Joomla, under J here, okay, I click K first. Why could I click the J's? Oh, there's no J's. I guess there was only one, okay, yeah, there's no J's, okay, that's fine. So what I do is I create a new user, so I'll click add user account, and say Joomla, I don't add here is localhost, and I'll put in my password here. Okay. Then I can click this, create a database with the same name and grant all privileges. So I click that, scroll down. I don't want to grant, because I'm a root user, I don't want to grant them global privileges. So I click go. And you see that's the same command we ran basically from the command line, except in this case it says identify by MySQL using blah blah blah. It's hidden there, but that's the same thing. Okay, so if we click on database here, you see that this one has the database, Joomla has all these privileges. Okay, so that's good enough. Now, let's go to databases here and pick Joomla. JJJ was Joomla. Make sure that where's Joomla? There we go, Joomla. Okay, see there are no tables. I'm going to refresh to see if anybody's live, if they want to chat. Okay, so that's fine. No chat yet. Okay, so now we can go to our database. The URL, so it'll be Django show.local. So blog, we'll type in Joomla. So because we have a self-signed certificate locally, that's fine. Proceed. And you see, now it detected the Joomla installer. So this is the folder. You see here, there's an index.php file, so it redirected to the installation folder. Remember, I didn't type in installation, all it is here. And I'll prove it to you one more time. So all I went is to the Joomla folder. See that? /Joomla. and then automatically redirect because it knows it's not installed. So it's asking what language here. By default, it's using the GB, which is United Kingdom. So let's change that to, I'm in Soviet Kazakhstan, so I can choose this, or I can use the French. So let's choose the, is that US here? Yeah, you can use US if you want. So I'll pick the Soviet Kazakhstan there. Okay, so the name of, enter the name of your Joomla site. Can come up with the name. Here, I'll call it Jumbo Show. There we go. Jumbo Show. Oh, here, Jumbo Show. There we go. Set up login data. So it's asking you what is your real name as a super user. So I'll say Edward. And then here you can pick whatever you want. So I'll just choose admin. Okay, so you see that it wants me to give it a stronger password. So let me see what I can do here. Oh, that's 12 characters. Wow, that is okay, I'm most likely going to forget that password anyway. Okay, so the email address, I'll just say Edward jumboshow.local. Okay, now you see it said select the database type. Let's see what options we have. So we can use MySQL. This is improved, or we can use Pedo. I don't really care, so I'll just use the default. And remember, when you set up the database, the user, it was localhost. And database name, remember we chose Joomla. The password, it was password, I think. Okay, and the database name, so it chose Joomla DB, but the one we created ours was simply just Joomla. And then a table prefix, you can use a randomly generated one. I don't really care, so I'll let it randomly generate one. Or you can put something else if you want yourself, that's fine. And then it says connection encryption, server controlled, one way, whatever. I'll just leave it as server controlled. So now we'll click install Joomla, see how long it takes. So I'll put a timer here. Oh, that's not too bad. And then it's, so there we go. Now it's recommending that my PHP I should have output buffering. It's actually on right now. I should turn it off. And we see you can install additional languages. I'm okay with English. That's fine. But if you wanted to install a different language, especially for me here, we have two official languages, English and French. So I could install another language, especially if I want to do translations to French. For example, I think if you're in the States, you probably want to do Spanish as well, and etc. I'm okay for now for English, so we can open the site and open administrator. So let me go and open the administrator. Okay, let me go back. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so that's fine. So I think it was admin. Yeah, I knew I was going to forget it. Okay. Then it's saying here, this tool will give you a quick overview of how to get started with Joomla. If you're in the Joomla administrator area, also known as the backend, this is where you set up and manage your entire Joomla site. Want to learn more? So let's do the quick, we're going to do a quick overview, but might as well also do the, let's go for the tour, 6 steps. So it's telling you that when you first come in, you'll see the dashboard in the side here. And obviously that's simple enough. And then the dashboard panels, where obviously that's a quick, quick way to get to different parts of the admin area, like frequently used pages and the icons of all those things, the settings, and then the notifications. So for example, it will say Joomla is out of date, extension is out of date, some overrides, then urgent privacy requests. And the top bar, that's the up here, that will also display some other things as well. For example, your logout, and more resources for help can be found, documentation, help, and information. So let's click complete. Okay. Now, so it asks, you want to enable Joomla statistics. In my particular case, it's no, but if you do want to, you can put yes there. It claims they are non-normalized. Because I'm local especially, so there's no, you can see, again, it starts at the dashboard, so you can see how many users we have, the article, how to create articles, article categories, the media, modules, plugins, and cache, and it says notifications will be here if it's up to date. We already saw this. And you see, as I was saying, that if you have a multilingual, we can install. So let's install, actually, let's go to the homepage and see what the front of the site actually does look like. And it should be empty. It's just a quick install, it should be empty. Yeah, so you see there's literally, this is what it's using, the Cassiopeia theme. And there's really nothing, as you can see here. There's just a home page, and there's nothing. And here's where you can log in as well. So this is, as you can see, there's nothing. So let's actually go and quickly install some blog sample data. We can also have the multilingual. So in this particular case, I will... okay, I don't have two languages. I think I only have English. So what I'll do is I'll just install the blog sample data. It's going to override. I just want to show you, just so we can, this tutorial won't take too long. Okay. So it says sample data has been installed, so let's go back to the home page and quickly take a look here. Oh, that's much better. See, now we have we have some menu here for the default theme. This is even a sub menu item here. And it says welcome to Joomla, that's great. And you see this 3-column layout. And then it's the home page template where these are the categories. And okay, so this is just blog. This is like a blog format. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now if we go to the login page, simple enough. And we can go to specific blog. So let's click this one about your home page. And you can see here, this looks really nice. This theme is not too shabby. And then about the author puts up here, this is not too bad. So as I was saying, see, obviously I installed the sample blog. You can create your own. So let's go back to the admin area. We can go to users. If you want to ask, so right now there's only one user. That's the one you created when you installed Joomla. I always recommend people to, no matter what platform you're using, to see how many users, because sometimes some people hire multiple third parties to maintain some part of their website, and they don't know how many users they actually have. So it's a good idea to know how many users you have. So for example, I'm obviously an admin, so you see I'm one of the super users here. And you have the groups, you have the access levels. You can see here, so there's public, guest, manager, administrator, and super users. So, and you can check the access levels, and that goes on and on and on. So let's go to content. You see there's articles, categories. Let's go to categories. And remember, these are the categories: uncategorized, blog, help, Joomla, and typography. And then there's featured articles. And you can see here that these are the featured ones. Then there's also media. So under media here, you can put things in, you can create folders and see and view them. So you can click here, create folder, and then you can click upload to upload new images. For example, if we go to the sample data here, double click on it, you see this Cassiopeia, this is obviously for the theme. Oh, it's a pretty sky NASA images. And then you have the site modules. So you can see here breadcrumbs, order posts, popular. So if you go back to the front of the site here, you see here, you see the popular tags, order posts, similar items. So these are all the modules there. If you don't know what breadcrumbs are usually at the top here. Yeah, this is what a breadcrumb is. Now you know. And then the administrator modules, the meaning is that they won't be on the front end, they'll just be in the back end. So you can see here, you can click class to add new ones. That's what the class is for. And then the menus. See, we have the bottom menu, main menu, blog, special menu, and etc. Main menu. So we go to main menu, home. You can have multiple menus, and then you have the menu, main menu blog. So you can see this is what, for example, under help you have two sub-menus. So you go back to the front of the site, you see help here. We have about and workflows. So that's how you set it up here. And you can see the flow of how it's set up here. And what an alias is think of it as a slug. That's where to point to if you have a pretty URL. So for example, here you see this one says about your home page. You see, instead of putting space, it put a dash or hyphen. And if we go here, you can see, like when I put my mouse over here, look at the bottom here. You will see it has the URL which says about hyphen your hyphen home hyphen page. Okay, so that's the menu. It's pretty easy. You can add a new menu. Obviously, for example, if I click new, you can put you pick the menu type. See the articles, configuration, tags, etc., etc. So I'm not going to do that. Just to show you how you can do it, and then obviously you can put the link, and then the target window. So obviously there's a new window or new window without navigation of the parent, meaning it won't open up in a new tab or a new window, and then you can use the default template. So let's cancel here, and then you have components. The components, we have banners, contacts, news feeds. Let's go to contacts. So this is like contact forms, obviously. It's contacts or contact forms. So the fields, okay, none have been created yet, so I'm not going to. And then you have news feeds, smart search, and tags. You saw the tags here again, I believe. Here, popular tags, like millions worldwide. So I can click one of these tags, and then you see there's 4 articles in each of these ones, because I guess they are all related. Okay, and then under users where we've done it, let's quickly go to system here. So system, you can see the global configuration. So global configuration, think of it as the default configuration for all like pages, posts and articles. And then you can also specifically do a configuration which is more geared to maybe a specific article, blog, post. And then you can also install extensions and then templates as well. So let's go to so much stuff here. You can clear the cache. You check out the database. Let's click here. Nothing wrong with the database, obviously, because I've just installed it. And we can go back here to system. I want to take a look at the site templates. And you see right now we're using this theme. So if I click it, okay, that does that. There's usually a way you can, here we go. So I was saying, so you can see how you can, you have an editor for it. So for example, you see this is the layout of this particular template. See the CSS images, CSS, SAS, and the offline template details. This is the way, I think they started maybe even in Joomla 3 series. They keep on changing the template layout, they're simplifying. And here I just picked the error PHP, and you can see, I still remember this. So this was in 2017. So maybe it's just been updated, and see that's just the way templates have been. Yeah, so I was right about, I think 2 point something series, that's when they started going this type of template. and then you can create overrides. So this is what overrides are. So for example, an override will override obviously the default way it works. You can see updated files and template description. We're here, so we don't need this. We just hit close and close again. Okay, so now let's click on content. So we can add an article. Let's click on articles and see here this are all the articles. You see this photography, workflows, Joomla, love. So let's actually go to one of them. Let's click this one. Let's look here. See the access, it's public, author, and then the date created, and how many times it's been hit. For example, you see this about homepage, it's 1 because I just did that, you saw. And so let's click this one, typography. So you do have a WYSIWYG editor, and you can modify this to your heart's content. So, and then you see you can change the status, unpublished, archived, trashed, and you can make it a feature. So that's like a sticky, it stays on the top. And then if you want images, if you want to add an image, this is how you would add one. If you don't do it right into the content, the WYSIWYG, and the author, so you can put about the author, you can put, so this is what I'm saying, is, remember, this was the default full install. And you can see there's already comes with important features out of the box, for example, from creating blogs. There's schema, and then there's publishing, where you can say start publishing, finish type, and then the create date and all this, so you can see all this stuff here. And obviously some of them you can, you can modify, you can change the dates here. And you see global. When you see global, that means it uses the global configuration. But if you have another type of configuration, you can create your own if you want, like specific to it. And then there's permissions. So if this is only for administrators or guests and etc., who will be able to, different things like delete it, edit, delete and edit. Okay, so we can see there's versions here. You can do a preview. See what it looks like. Okay, and then accessibility check. I'm not going to talk about that. And then here's the categories. So there you go. So I think that is, let me see how much time has passed. Let me see if there's anybody who wants to do a quick chat, ask any questions about Joomla. Okay. Not yet. Okay, so I think that should be enough. So if you do need help with Joomla, and the help here, so there's Joomla help for documentation, there's communities, the newsletter, the security center. So as a programmer or a developer, you should always keep up with the latest version. For example, you see Joomla, this one we installed today is 5.2.5. and 5.2.4 was the one previously. So if you want to, you should always keep abreast of what's going on, and then you can help your customers. For example, you see it says here 5.2.5, so you might want to help them upgrade. And right now, because remember when you go to the dashboard, it will let you know if it's up to date here. And you see, you can click on check for updates, and then you can simply click here, upload and update. So then that's a simple way. Remember I told you that's one of the good things about Joomla. You're able to, if it's set up properly, you're able to perform updates right from the admin console panel. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go back to the article. This is the article, and then see I do have the link here where you can download Joomla. These are the requirements. And one more time, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment for more frequent content. And also a quick reminder that every day I'll be doing a live stream. You scroll down to the bottom of jambo.com to see the channels. Okay, and then So as you can see here, Joomla is pretty easy to install. Once you know the requirements, you can install Joomla using the command line or graphically. So graphically, so I simply just you can download it to your folder, extract it, and use PHP or some other database manager for MySQL or whatever database you chose. So if you do enjoy this article, please consider supporting me. There's several ways you can support me. You can purchase one of my WordPress plugins at Joomla.com. You can enroll in one of my programming courses at joomla.com. Buy one of my programming books on Amazon. Search for Editor Joomla, links in the description. You can hire me for your programming and app development needs at joomlaservices.com. That obviously includes also Joomla. Or you can also become a donor. Go to joomla.com/donate, or it's in the header here. See the donate button here as well. And as I promised, under the references for this article, joomla.com/install-Joomla-CMS, you can see here the Joomla. So you can click here, take you to the Joomla website. This one take you to the PHP My Admin for the database administration. And these are the plugin for WooCommerce. And these are the courses, the JavaScript, Python, PHP course. Obviously, Joomla doesn't use Python, but it's available on joomla.com. And I also have book versions of those courses. There's the JavaScript paperback on Amazon, ebook on Amazon, Python, ebook on Amazon, Python, PHP ebook on Amazon. And here's the Joomla services, again, for customers, application, and tutorials. Okay, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed how to install Joomla, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.